Ah, the joys of spring and the splendour of a barmaid's beautifully formed bicep.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors Prime Time.
And then finally, on the fourth day, he actually texted me back and he said, "Oh, I had such a nice date, you really remind me of my ex-girlfriend." I thought that's so sweet because he was with her for like 6 years. And my mum's really
Old
pleased.
Speckled Hen sponsors Prime Time.
Yeah, you're definitely...
I see you wear your jeans coalition style. Always on the point of collapse.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors Prime Time.
You're round, Peter. Peter. You're round. Come on, Peter. Don't make me come round your house at 3 in the morning giving it the old...
Old Speckled Hen sponsors Prime Time. Yeah, different, but it's not a hen.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors Prime Time.
Right. Well, hello there. Fox here. And I'm just here really to give my personal endorsement to these marvellous ales. The Old Speckled Hen, which you see before me here on the bar, is of course the daddy of the whole thing. A marvellous brew, initially, I believe, designed and intended to celebrate the 50th anniversary of MG cars. Now, you can probably tell from looking at me that I like a decent Sportster, and there's nothing finer than zipping between the best pubs in the local rural area in an open-topped MG and hunting down a decent bottle of Old Speckled Hen when you get there. It has a rich, mellow taste with hints of toffee and caramel and just a little aftertaste of feather, which I rather like. No, I made that last bit up. That's just me. But I really would recommend that you do give it a good try. A couple of these can really set you up for a splendid evening. The taste alone and the way the sunlight reflects through it, it's so redolent of all the best things about England. And I'm even prepared to forgive the hunt, their tendency to follow me when I'm on the chase for an Old Speckled Hen, because frankly, it's worth it.
Question number 12. To the nearest 1,000, how many pebbles are on Brighton Beach?
Oh, is that at high tide, Barbara, or low tide? Only asking.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors Prime Time.
Barbara! Barbara! Pint of Old Speckled Hen and a packet of crisps, please.
Oh, what flavour?
Pay attention, Barbara. Beer flavour of... Oh, you mean the crisps. Chicken?
Old Speckled Hen sponsors Prime Time.
Now, I love a good knees up as much as the next gent, but not this racket. Chap can't even order an ale, let alone have a chin wag. Oi, get your hands off my nuts! Okay, nothing to see here. Seek out something different. Old Speckled Hen. Now, we Brits have some strange customs, but it strikes me as odd that at Easter we search for chocolate eggs hidden by a giant bunny. Well, I prefer the usual to the unusual, so I'll skip the eggs and go straight for the hen. Cheers, big ears. Seek out something different. Old Speckled Hen. So I gave them the old half-badger routine, and while they were sniffing around a tree, I slipped over a fence and leapt...
Old Speckled Hen sponsors Prime Time.
You know what they say, Barbara? You can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear. Hot dogs, yes.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors Prime Time.
So you're in catering. My father was in poultry. Import, export, mostly import.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors Prime Time.
You're round, Peter. Peter. You're round. Come on, Peter. Don't make me come round your house at 3 in the morning giving it the old...
Old Speckled Hen sponsors Prime Time.
Says here, the world's biggest hen found in Kansas.
Taxi! To the airport!
Old Speckled Hen sponsors Prime Time.
Says here, the world's biggest hen found in Kansas.
Taxi! To the airport!
Old Speckled Hen sponsors Prime Time.
Right, you two. What do you say we go back to mine for the evening, eh? Gorgeous. gorgeous.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors prime time. Somewhere around here. Somewhere around... Oh, there you are. Been looking for you.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors prime time.
Different, but it's not a hen.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors prime time.
Goodness gracious me. Yeah, well, yes, it's different, but it's not a hen.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors prime time.
Oh, well, that is different. Oh, there you go. That is definitely not a hen.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors prime time.
Round and round and round. Well, that's different, but it's not a hen.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors prime time.
What's... What? Oh, well, it's different, but it's not a hen.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors prime time.
Closer, closer, closer. Ah, bingo.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors prime time.
Cool, that is different, but it's not a hen.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors prime time.
They say you should try everything once. And they're right. As a fox of the world, I'd say you should try rap battling. I win. You eat from a dustbin. Declaring your undying love. A spot of taxidermy. But I'd probably skip licking a cane toad. That time's better spent discovering the unique taste of a refreshing Old Speckled Hen. They say you should try everything once. And they're right. As a fox of the world, I say you should try a Taiwanese meat cleaver massage. Skinny dipping. An endurance sport. But I'd probably skip trying a Carolina Reaper. That time's better spent discovering the unique taste of a refreshing Old Speckled Hen.
Closer, closer, closer. Ah, bingo.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors prime time.
Ah, yes, that is different, but it's not a hen.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors Primetime.
Well, it is different, but it's not a hen.
Old Speckled Hen sponsors Primetime.
Old Speckled Hen. Seek a richer life.